Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about Enneagram Twos in love. If you are an Enneagram Two, I think you're going to understand yourself and your relationships a lot more clearly after this video. And if you're dating or married to a two, I think this video is also going to help you relate to your two so much better. Now make sure to watch till the end because I'm going to be giving 3 tips on how to love your type 2s well. Hi, I'm Tyler Zock, pastor, Enneagram coach, author of the 40-day Gospel for Enneagram Devotional series, and your personal guide to helping you transform your life, relationships, and workplace by giving you spot-on truths for your type. So keep watching if you want to feel seen, understood, and challenged to let go of the things that are keeping you stuck in your personal and professional life. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on more free content coming up next week. Now, let's get to it. Twos are warm, passionate, and optimistic. Twos provide a tremendous amount of help and support to their loved ones. Twos love hearing, "What would I do without you?" because twos love to be needed. Twos long for those heart-to-heart conversations. They are so life-giving to the two. They can talk to you all day. Twos prioritize their partner's feelings over their own. They're less in tune with their own feelings and their own needs and their own wants, but are highly attuned to your feelings. Twos fear being unwanted, unloved, or rejected. All right, let me just say that again and let that sink in. Twos fear being unwanted, unloved, or rejected. Okay, to be rejected by a loved one is absolutely catastrophic for a two. Most of the two's energy is devoted to their relationships. Their lives revolve around their relationships. They think about relationships all the time. 75% of their thinking is thinking about their relationships. Right? If you gave a two a weird look at 10 a.m. and it's 9 p.m. at night, they're going to be thinking back to that weird look, thinking, are they mad at me? Is there something wrong? Right? They're always going to be thinking about how well their relationships are doing. Twos listen very well, but find it hard to share their own true feelings. Okay? Because the fear is if they share their own true feelings and how they really are doing, they might get rejected. So it's a lot easier and a lot safer to keep asking you questions if you're in a relationship with a two, and for them to keep asking questions and keep listening. But they need to be vulnerable with their loved ones as well. And twos, this may be a little challenging to hear, but twos have sometimes dated a fixer-upper in their past because they feel good about helping other people who have a lot of needs. Okay, so that desire to help and save and rescue someone can get them into the wrong relationship or keep them in the wrong relationship. But twos make others feel special all the time through their thoughtful words and actions. Right? They're always being very thoughtful to give some sort of gift, whether it's in a physical form, like a present, a card, or with lots of words of affirmation. Oh, and by the way, I want to say as we go along here, if there's anything that's resonating with you, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you agree with or disagree with so that we can chat. Okay, moving on. Twos need boundaries that define where they end and their partner begins. Okay, twos prefer to move freely in and out of others' lives without asking for permission. Right? They like living in a boundaryless world, coming in and out of people's lives. And so they need to do a lot of work when it comes to setting healthy boundaries in their relationships. Because oftentimes they can become codependent or get into codependent relationships, whether it's living through others or making other people dependent on them and their help. Okay? Twos tend to absorb the emotions of others and then experience those emotions as their own. Right? They are like sponges that absorb the feelings of people in the room and feel them as if they were their own. That's what leads twos to be so empathetic and so caring in their relationships. But twos neglect their own needs to help others thrive. And so twos are like the starving bakers that are always baking for other people, giving bread to other people, but they're starving themselves because they need to not just take care of their loved ones, they need to take care of themselves. They need to put the oxygen mask on first before they put the oxygen mask on others. Or they need to practice self-care, practice hobbies. Don't just do everything with their loved one and spend all their time with their loved one, but get their own hobbies. Spend time alone, right? Take care of themselves. That's going to make them a more healthier version of themselves for the people that they are dating or married to. Twos want reassurance that the relationship is okay. Like, remember that they have fear rejection. So if you are in a relationship with a two, you can't reassure them enough that things are going well, that you care about them, that you still love them. Right? Reassurance is a big deal for twos. Twos want others to show up for them the way that they do for others. Right? Twos are always showing up. That's the best thing about twos is they show up. They're always showing up for others, making a meal, sending a card, coming over to your apartment when you're sad, right? Spending time with you. And they really love it when you show up in return for them. But oftentimes that doesn't happen because twos are so good at what they do and they're so good at caring for others that other people can't live up to that expectation, which can then lead to resentment in the relationship. When it comes to intimacy, twos need their emotional needs met before they can be physically intimate. Or that is a prerequisite for twos, is to have those long conversations, to have those emotional needs met before they can even think about getting physically intimate. And along these lines, twos have often got themselves in trouble. Maybe in going back in the younger years, twos can think back to times they've given away their body to get affection. You see, for some people, they give affection and approval to get sex. But for the two, it's reverse. They've given their body over in order to get affection and love and approval. When twos become stressed, they become irritable, demanding, or passive-aggressive and very indirect. Remember, twos are so good at helping, serving, being there for you. And so when you don't show up for them or aren't supporting them or aren't supporting their loved one, they become very irritable and very demanding. Like, I've done so much for you. Why can't you return the favor for me? Why can't you visit me after all I've done for you? Okay, so this is what I call hulking out. When it comes to the twos. When they get angry, they can go from being the sweet two to the Hulk when they are angry. Okay? Because twos are very sensitive, they want their partner or need their partner to be very gentle and patient in conflict. Right? Sometimes you have to walk on eggshells around immature twos because they can't take any heat. But for mature twos, as they go along, they still need people who are sensitive, right? They don't want to be fighting with someone who's rude, insensitive, blunt, right? They are sensitive beings who are feelers, and so they need people to approach conflict in a very sensitive, gentle, patient way. Twos love to help their partner by giving advice. So if you are in a relationship with a two, you need to create space, hold space for them to give you advice. It's one of the ways that they feel like they can help. They don't just want to help by giving you gifts or serving you. They want to help by letting you hear their voice, by them giving you helpful advice to improve or get better. And so if you're in a relationship with two, make sure to be listening to their advice. Twos need a relationship where their partner doesn't just take and take and take, but gives back. Okay, in my Type 2 book, I wrote about the giving tree, about the boy who came and just kept taking and taking until the tree got chopped down to the stump. That's how twos can feel in relationships, that people just take and take and take and never get back, right? But that's a one-sided relationship. That is not a reciprocal relationship. So twos, you need to make sure that you don't just surround yourself with people who have needs, but you surround yourself with people who want to reciprocate your help. Healthy people who are going to take care of you and make you get alone. Have alone time, make you go get a massage, right? Take care of yourself, okay? Find those reciprocal relationships and things are going to go a lot better for you. Twos feel like their partner should know what they need without having to ask, okay? Because twos are so highly in tune with the needs of other people, it just becomes very intuitive for them to see and then to go and to help and to take care of needs. But the problem is they expect other people to be that in tune with their needs and then just to serve them without them having to say anything. But twos, if you're going to be in a healthy relationship, you need to practice, even though it feels humiliating to ask for help, right? It feels humiliating to have to ask. You need to humble yourself and say, this is what I need. And then watch how they show up for you and watch how they meet your needs, okay? So you need to practice that. Along these lines, twos get angry when they feel taken for granted or underappreciated. It's so easy for a two to give, to help, to pitch in, to do thoughtful things for you. But over time, the partner may forget about them. The partner may just get so used to it that they don't say anything. And this is tragic for a two because receiving affirmation is like oxygen for their soul. And so if you're in a relationship with two, make sure to always appreciate them, always be mindful of what they're doing, and say thank you every single day. Okay, at the beginning of the video, I said I'd share 3 tips on how we can love our type 2s well, and here they are. The first tip is to encourage 2s to say no. Right? 2s are always saying yes. When people ask them for help, people ask them to stop by, they're always saying yes, yes, yes. But encourage them, if you're in a relationship with a 2, to say no more. Because saying no more to others is saying yes to yourself. Yet saying yes to a healthier version of yourself. 2, recognize all of their sacrifices. Right? We just talked about this. They make so many sacrifices. Like I said, 2s show up. 2s are so great when it comes to relationships and meeting needs and being there for you. They do so much, and so make sure to say thank you every single day. Tip 3 is to heap on the personal affirmation. Right? Don't just say thank you for the things that they do, but just affirm them for who they are. Affirm them that they are loved for who they are, not just what they do. Okay, that they are amazing people. If you give very specific encouragement and very specific compliments to them, that will go so far in the relationship. Right? Like I said, praise and affirmation is like oxygen for their soul. They can't hear it enough. So keep encouraging your 2. Okay, that's all for today. Do you want to learn more? Well, I'm writing a book called The Gospel for Helpers. It's a 40-day devotional just for type 2s, filled with scripture, powerful truths for your type, 3 reflection questions every day, and a daily prayer and action step. Okay, very concrete, very helpful. It's coming out Thanksgiving weekend 2022. Make sure to check the book link in the description below. And hey, if you love the content today, make sure to hit that like button. That tells YouTube to share this with more people. I would appreciate that. And now, don't go anywhere because you can learn about how other Enneagram types are in love right here on this video playlist, or check out this playlist with over 90 minutes of teaching on all 9 Enneagram types. Okay, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.